Wake up and move. Justin Arnold back here again at Flex MP. Bring another Movement Monday. And this is all about hollow hold variations. Now, I brought hollow hold to you. I brought some variations. But today I wanted to go over why everyone should be doing this. Why this is better than the plank. If you're not familiar with the plank, it's this guy. And we'll go over why this might be better. Actually, it is better. Let's just guarantee it. But we're also going to show over some progressions if you want to challenge yourself with something harder, or if this is still very new or very hard for you on how to digress this. So a bunch of variations on the hollow hold to even make it multifunctional of sorts in today's Movement Monday. Okay, so the hollow body hold. So like I said, it's definitely better than the plank. And one of the reasons is the mind-body connection. Your mind will connect better to the core. And two of the first things we go over here with our clients are breathing and bracing. And if you're not getting those two down, well, you can scrap a lot of movements because you're probably not going to do them as well. But if you learn how to breathe properly and you can improve breathing, and if you think you got it, trust me, I would love to check it out, because more times than not, I find clients that could really improve on their breathing patterns. But also bracing. You might think you're bracing well, but bracing and having a stronger core can apply to deadlifts, squats. It can improve your pull-ups and push-ups. And if you're struggling with those two movements, one of the missing link pieces could be your core activation, your bracing. And one of the ways to improve it could be a hollow hold. Quit doing those planks if you're finding yourself not getting anywhere. A longer plank doesn't mean more core work. In fact, a plank could, yeah, is it working core? It could, but it may actually, if you're down a little bit low, could be working more low back hips. If you're just not strong enough, you're sporting here, your shoulders could be really getting worked more than anything. You might not feel, again, you still want to create almost like a hollow body hold into that plank a little bit, push your shoulder blades, squeeze the glutes and quads. So if you're not really creating much of a hollow hold even in your plank a little bit, then you might be struggling there in its own. So what is a hollow body hold if you're not familiar with it? How to improve it, variations of, kind of went over the what, the why, and now we're going to show some of the hows. So here's more of the what. So I like to start everybody here, and I've shown this on videos before. Feel it. I still do this to this day. And then from here you progress. You know, it could start out with this is all you're doing. And then maybe you extend the legs. Then you start to, every time you come to them, maybe lower them a little bit, then lower them a little bit, then lower them. What we want to make sure, the only thing that's really on the ground in this is this, yeah, look at my butt, my low back into this area. If you find yourself arching, so for example, if you start to arch, then we got a problem. Pull that belly button in, brace the core a little more. Maybe you're just not strong enough. You know, it could start to work your low back. You find your torso dropping. If you feel your neck hurting, tuck that in. But then once you really, this is like a really good one if you can. By your ears with the hands, doesn't have to be clasped. Legs extended, toes pointed, lower back flat. Again, you can extend, you could be here, but that could be some of the variation right there. You could even, you know, just extend at a time. Then variations, how flutters. Most of you know that. Again, I see a lot of people go down here and go really fast. That could be more hips. Maybe just start out here, go slow, and then hands here, and then maybe here to be your progression. You know, there could be those reverse crunches. One of my favorites is hollow body rocks. Now with these, make sure that your feet don't touch in your hands. And again, you're using momentum, but control momentum. The core is doing the work. You should be able to stop. One more thing that I forgot. Now you might see something similar in Pilates like this. That's not really a hollow body hold. And not to say that's bad or good, but that's not really a hollow hold. And that could, if you're not strong enough, could still be detrimental to your hips and back. Some other variations besides those flutters, you got your scissors, body weight wise, your hollow body tucks, and then V-ups technically is, you know, a hollow body, which you're familiar with. But again, that could be more detrimental than good. Always start out with a hollow body, master that where you can hold it up to a minute, 45 seconds to a minute, then maybe start progressing. Some variations too could be just simply moving the arms around. Like this looks weird, but when I reach out here, or I bring this hand over here, like I'm moving it like a clock, out of breath, it's hard work. You could feel the core working in different ways. I worked out before this, so a little exhausted. Then from there, we can start adding resistance. So we can start to really be efficient, maybe do some upper body work while we do some core, for example. So from there, some isometric tension. One could be here for like 20, 30 seconds. One could be out of the T, halfway through, switch through. You could even start to do this with presses where you do, like a chest press. You can start to do alternating press. You can really just do a single arm press. Again, go heavier weight. These are only like 10-pound dumbbells. You'll start to feel your obliques really fire up on this opposite side. So this is my left arm, my right obliques. You could start to add flutters. Again, nice and controlled. Sky's pretty much your limit. So that's some upper body work. Some other ones you could do, you could add some banded pullovers so you get more back. And bands I really like actually better than some weights if you can add them. Like you could even do some banded presses, hollow body hold, flutter to a press, pullovers, so some back work, really good back work. Again, make sure that it's the low back. You don't start to arch. So again, find that position, extend lower to your level. Try to maybe do some of these for 45 seconds to a minute. You could add reps, but I would say start with time. Could even add like a plate to those pullovers. Could even do reaches, things like that. Even get a heavier plate, presses, and whatever you have, look at, again, flutters, do stuff like that. You could do weighted tucks. You could do weighted hollow rocks to progress. There's a lot you can do to make this more fun. Not always feel like you're doing the same thing, make it more challenging. And again, boredom is always the thing a lot of us worry about. Like one thing I hear from a lot of my online clients is the reason why they come to me is because of the variations and the variety of progressive work, as opposed to doing the same thing day in, day out, which gets boring, and then they're not excited to show up. They like challenging variations, not too challenging, of course. It pushes them over the edge, just enough to progress them in what they're doing, but also bring a little bit of excitement because it's something new. So if that's you, let us know. We're doing a lot of virtual training here now since the pandemic, but also if you just can't really make it into a gym for whatever reason, or you don't have one near you, or you don't like the ones near you, reach out to us. Now if you are nearby, same thing. We can do hybrid training, but that's just a little bit of us here at FlexMP. Hope some of these variations you start to take on, and if you've never tried it or haven't tried some of these, go and give them a go. Don't overdo it. You could find, that you just do a couple sets and you're sore the next day. So don't feel like, oh, I got 4 or 5 rounds in on this, and then your hips and back are hurting. So just be careful. These are really beneficial when done properly. Again, if you have any questions, let us know here at FlexMP. These are definitely going to help you move better. They're going to help you feel better and live better. If you're somebody with back pain, for example, these could help way more than holding a plank. In fact, also if you have things like separation, like you've had a C-section or something like that, certain variation, not all of these could actually help, where other core movements that we know could actually hurt. So if you're not familiar with that, or you're not sure which ones, reach out to us. We have plenty of experience with that as well. So we want to help you. We want to heal you. And we want to guide and teach you to the point that you do not need us, which is way different than what you're seeing a lot out there. So again, reach out to us here at FlexMP and give some of these a try, because we know they'll help you, and we know they'll help your friends. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Take care. Peace and love.
Hey, thanks for checking out videos just like these. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe, and click on notifications below to stay up to date on all these videos that we post here throughout the week. And again, tag a friend underneath if you think they might benefit from these videos. And if you need further training or further information or a little more personalized programming to meet your needs, we can create a customized roadmap to meet your needs here at FlexMP. Just click on that link below. Again, contact us today at FlexMP to get you moving better, living better, and feeling better.